A relationship becomes exhausting when one person keeps creating emotional wounds, and the other person keeps getting criticized for bleeding too loudly afterward. They lied. They hid things. They exploded during arguments. They made you feel emotionally unsafe for months. But now suddenly everybody wants to focus on your inability to move on. Like your nervous system missed the staff meeting where everybody agreed to just move on. That is not healing. That is emotional pressure wearing a forgiveness costume. And exhausted people usually give in to it first. Forgiveness alone does not rebuild connection. It does not magically restore trust. It does not suddenly make your body feel safe around somebody who repeatedly caused pain. And this is the part people struggle to accept. You can forgive somebody and still feel emotionally disconnected sitting next to them. Because your body is not stupid. It remembers what your mind keeps trying to minimize. It remembers patterns. And here is where people completely confuse themselves. They think forgiveness automatically means access. No, you can forgive someone internally, without giving them unlimited access to your heart, your time, your emotions, or your life again. Those are different decisions. People confuse them constantly, because closeness requires something forgiveness does not. Participation from the other person. Real repair needs accountability, consistency, empathy, behavior change over time. Not one dramatic apology followed by the exact same behavior next week. And this applies to more than cheating. People betray relationships through emotional neglect too, mocking their partner during arguments, exploding with anger whenever difficult conversations happen, lying about little things constantly, using silent treatment as punishment, making somebody feel alone inside the relationship, even emotional or verbal abuse disguised as, "That's just how I talk." Those things damage trust too, more than people realize. Slowly, quietly, repeatedly, until one person starts feeling emotionally homeless while still technically being in a relationship. That loneliness changes people. And here is the brutal truth nobody wants to hear. Some people love forgiveness because forgiveness without accountability is convenient. It removes pressure. Now they can say, "But I already apologized," while changing absolutely nothing. That's where resentment explodes later. That is not reconciliation. That is tension relief. Real repair sounds different. I understand why you feel unsafe. I want to understand the damage I caused. I am actively changing the behavior that hurts you. That is accountability. And accountability is uncomfortable because it requires somebody to sit inside the consequences of what they caused, instead of rushing the other person to recover faster. Because seeing it clearly changes everything. A lot of people are not actually asking for healing. They are asking for emotional access without responsibility. And eventually, your body notices, even when you keep trying to ignore it emotionally. That is why some people forgive toxic parents and still keep distance. Why some people forgive abusive partners and still leave. Why some people stop answering calls from people they technically forgave years ago. Because forgiveness is not the same thing as safety. And people who constantly disrespect your boundaries usually benefit the most from you having none. Now, let's be honest about something else. If somebody truly is doing the work, being patient, consistent, emotionally available, and actively rebuilding trust, you cannot keep turning the past into a permanent weapon either. Healing cannot survive in a courtroom where one person is endlessly retried for the same crime every week. Eventually, somebody stops feeling forgiven at all. At some point, both people either rebuild together or stop pretending they still are. Because real love is not just saying sorry. It is becoming safe enough that the person you hurt no longer has to emotionally brace themselves every time your name appears on their phone. Subscribe to LoveLens.